Welcome to the Mineral Mapper application tutorial. This video is going to walk through the Utah Oil, Gas, and Mining mineral mapping application that was built to display the mineral mines in Utah. First, I'll show you how to get there through our website. You can get there by going to www.ogm.utah.gov. Come down to this minerals link and it'll take you to the minerals homepage. This minerals homepage has a link for the interactive map. You can click on that and it'll take you right to this Mineral Mines in Utah application that was built. Just to show you a little bit of the layout, we have a search bar up here at the top. You have base maps that you can change for your map down here on the bottom. You can change it to any of these maps that you would like. Next we have this filter icon. This filter can be applied to different data sets, but only the data sets in this list. So what I mean by that is I could turn on the large mines for the active large and small mine data. So over here in the operational layers data set, you can see the checkbox for the active large and small mines has been filled. And so we can turn on the filter for that data set for large mines and for small mines. And those are indicated by their numbers inside of their pop-up windows. Small mines will be indicated by this S number, and the large mines will be indicated by an M number. And the thing with these pop-up windows, you can also click on these hyperlinks and it'll take you to the documentation that relates to this mine. And you can also apply filters for this historical and current mine data sets. So if you turn on your operational layers for current and historical mines, you can look at just the active mines or the entire data set. You can look at just the retired mines or the entire data set, or the other mines and the entire data set. We've also set this up for some of the exploration data. So the exploration can also be filtered for the active, the retired, and other mines. So there's the exploration data. So along with this exploration data and the current and historical mines data, we also have some of this water rights data, and you can see it's grayed out right now. So what you need to do is to zoom in until you can see the points start to generate, and this will not be grayed out anymore. The water rights data will now be filled in. You can see it. You can click on it. And this pop-up window is built similarly, where it has the associated attributes for that point, and it also has a hyperlink that can take you directly to the Utah Division of Water Rights website with the corresponding data for that well. So next we will show you the areas of responsibility. So the areas of responsibility is basically just showing who in our division is responsible for the areas and the counties that you live in. So if we click on this polygon down here, we see this is the San Juan County. John Webster is the main contact at our division, and here's his associated contact. This is made so it make it easier for contractors and for people to get a hold of us with general questions relating to mining activities in their area. Next we also have these geologic layers, and the same with the grayed out here, you have to be zoomed into a higher scale in order to see this 250K geology map. The closer you zoom in, then you'll be able to see the 144K scale map. And if you also click on these geologic unit descriptions, you can now click on some of these geological units and get some of the information from those geological units. If you do not click that geologic unit description box, you will not be able to get the hyperlinks I will show you, or the pop-up windows. See, as we click around, you don't get those pop-up windows, but now you click on that geologic layer, you'll get the pop-up windows. And the pop-up windows, blue will highlight what you're looking at, and the table will populate with the corresponding geologic information. So now if we were to zoom in to see this geology 144K, we would have to get down into this extent right here. And as we click on it, you still see to get the same information. So that's the geological data that's associated with this. We also have the public land surveys and the land ownerships. And the nice thing about this is you can actually zoom in, and the public land survey system will slowly divide into the sections, township, range, and break it up even to the quarter sections and show you where the northeast and the northwest quarters of section 32, range 10 east, and township 31 south is. And so you can also click on the land ownership and you can see who owns it. So this is Sitla who owns this land. You can click over here and you can see who owns this, and that's the BLM. So that goes over the layer list. And to also kind of show you just this buttons on the top right, what they do. This is the legend. If you highlight over it, you can see that. And if you open it up, it shows you the legend of what we're looking at. If you click on what it originally opens as with the layer list, now we'll go over to the aerial image list. And the aerial image list has been nice because this has given us the ability to look through time at some of these mining operations. So let me turn off some of this data in our layer list so we can use this aerial imagery in an effective way. So to kind of show you this search bar, we will search for either the town that we know it's by. So we can search for Alton, Utah, and it'll take us to the town of Alton. But say we want to look for the mine specifically named the Alton. You can click on that, and that will also, you can search that, and that will also pull you down to the mine. If you look at this little drop down, you can search exploration data, large and small mine data, and the world geocoder. So you can select either one of those, any of them, or just leave it on all, which is what I would recommend. So now we have the Alton, and we can see by taking that off, we can see the actual mine right there. And now looking at this aerial image list, we'll turn on 2006, 2009, 2011, and 2014. And so basically all we've been doing is flickering this on and off to kind of show some of the change detection. If you look up here on the top, you can see some of the trees being harvested. 2009, we see a lot of junipers being harvested, maybe bulldog, for a reclamation activity for sage grouse. Not positive. Here you look at the 2011, and you can actually see that mine come in at 2011. Here, let me zoom in a little so you can have a better look. So I know the point is right here, but the mine is off to the left just a little bit in this, what's left of this juniper area. So you can see their equipment in here. And then if you look at the 2014, you can see the, let me change this base map to the most recent data, which would be the AGRC high resolution data set for the base map. And between 2014 and that base map, we can see some work still being done. And last but not least, we have some of this habitat data that can be used. Here's sage grouse management areas. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see these. And with this wildlife habitat, it's actually a drop-down list. In this drop-down list, you can see the many different types of wildlife that we are looking at when mining operations are taking place. So here we will check the boxes for a few of these. So here we have the elk summer habitat. We're just waiting for the sage grouse to pop up. Oh, there it is. So here we have the SGMA, Panguitch. You can click on this to get more information from the UDWR about general habitat, the nesting and brooding habitat, winter habitat. And so this is one of the nice things that we've been able to do is connect our data sets together. And so if you zoom out a little bit more, you can see that we have this area right here. Maybe we'll click on this and we'll see, well, what two areas are we affecting? We're affecting we have a management area, and we have some elk winter habitat that may be affected in that area. And so if you have some time to want to print some maps off, we also give you some of those options up here. So you can print maps. This is very basic. It doesn't give you a lot of flexibility to make the map. However, it has been a useful tool for us. We have some advanced options we could set. I always turn the map extent on and say I just wanted this extent, and we just wanted what we're appearing here, which is obviously not recommended. But we can do that just to show you a use of it. You click on it, and now you have this little map right here. You have your legend. You can download and print this map. And we also have made it so you can draw polygons or lines or points to measure items. I've liked the polygon to calculate areas. So before managers go out there, they can calculate the total number of acres that should be within the permit and draw a line about it and say, yes, this looks good. I'll go out there with some skepticism, but I've had an original look at it, or maybe they've gone out there and looked at it and have extra criticisms because of what they've been able to see on this map. So you can clear and undo, make as many polygons as you want. Another feature we've liked that we've added was the selection. So you can actually select some of this data, and you can see how many features are now being selected. So there's 41 there. I selected again. There's 128. The nice thing about this is you can export the data, so you can export the CSV, GeoJSON files, calculate some of the statistics, and much more. And so that is pretty much the tutorial and the walkthrough of the Mineral Mines in Utah web application. If you have any questions, please contact us at OGM, and we appreciate your use of this valuable tool. Thank you.